Hey guys, so if anyone knows me or has read any of our material on Youth Leadership Elite, they know how I feel about social media when it comes to kids. So I just want to share a little more commentary around an article I wrote for the Youth Leadership Elite blog. And the title of the article is Social Media is Not Neutral for Teens. So let me ask you this question. If you were a parent of a 13 to 16-year-old child, would you allow them to attend a party on a college campus? What about stream their private life on NBC or CBS or some other television network? Okay. And would you allow your child to hang out at a friend's house that is well known for drugs, pornography, sexual material, profanity, violence, racism? Okay, so in most cases, you probably said no, no, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. But let me explain to you this. Every time we allow our children to go onto social media, especially certain social media outlets, we are allowing them to be exposed to all these various things that I just said. You wouldn't allow them to be exposed to. Yes, they may not physically be at the party or at a friend's house, but they're receiving a lot of the same messages, a lot of the same signals, a lot of the same exposure that they would get being there. They're receiving this through the vehicle known as social media. Now, I know some people think that social media is not that bad. It's not, there's actually some good that comes out of it. And I agree, there are some great things that you can actually learn or people you can meet via social media. And if you're responsible and you know how to use it, then that's great. But unfortunately, you've given a tool like social media to children that have no idea of what to use it for or how to use it. So what do? They do what kids do, and what is that? They look for heroes. They look for lifestyles that are maybe like the one they want to have or the one they fantasize about, and people that are living those lifestyles, and that's what they decide to follow, or people that have the bodies that they think they have to have. They start to follow them. Then they create idol worship and exposure to certain things and certain drugs that, hey, it looks cool because a lot of people are using it, and a lot of people I follow and respect are using it. So it just opens up a whole barrel that you just can't put the lid back on. And unfortunately, our kids have been exposed to this far too young. And if you've read our ebook on the website, and if you haven't, I encourage you to go to youthleadershipelite.org and download the website, because we talk a lot more about some of the statistics and we get into some of the actual numbers of what's happening based off of social media. But I just wanted to share this and let you know that social media is not neutral. It's not a 50-50 thing when it comes to kids and teens. The negative impact far outweighs the positives in most cases. So you need to have a plan of how you're going to utilize it with your kids, because unfortunately it's really hard to pull back once they've been exposed to it. And even if you take the phone, their friend, buddy on the bus, they have the phone and they're right back on it anyway. So we have to find strategies and ways to let our kids know that, hey, we have a vehicle here, we have a tool here. We can choose to use it for negative and destructive behaviors, or we can find a way, like, let's turn this thing into a weapon for us to use to grow, create, build a business, start a foundation. Let's look for the positives that are involved here. All right, guys, if you have any comments, leave them below. Until the next one.